Random seed, structures on. We are going to create a new hardcore world called Achievement Get. And you guys know if I start on that screen, it means we're doing a Minecraft speed challenge. And based on the title of the world, you can probably guess what we're going to do. Let me give the world a moment to render. All right, and I will start my
0
audio
minutes.
timer. Great. And yeah, as you may be able to guess, the goal of this challenge is to get as many achievements as possible within 30 minutes, such as taking my inventory, which I need to do to unlock other achievements, such as getting wood. Nice. And we're already up to 2. So basically, the achievement system works. There's like certain order that you have to get certain achievements in to kind of like unlock other achievements. And so it's somewhat important to get a few things in a certain order. But the goal will be to get how many achievements we can get in 30 minutes. I think I was looking at it, there's like 19 or 20 achievements that are at least kind of plausible to get in the amount of time. If you notice the sky going dark, I've downgraded to Minecraft 1.7.2 for this speed challenge, simply because I've been getting better performance on my system when I'm trying to record Minecraft that way. But in any case, I think there's maybe, yeah, like on the order of 20 achievements that are plausible to get within a reasonable amount of time, although you'd have to be really lucky to get all of them. I think maybe 14 or 15 might be a really good score on this particular speed challenge. I guess only time will tell. I see some pigs and cows over here, and so I definitely, yeah, cows are great. And so it appears that cows can live in the savannah. That's something that I can't remember if I discovered before. But that is useful because there's a number of achievements that are kind of related to cows. I'm going to take my wood right over here, next to where there's some exposed stone, and start getting more achievements. So yeah, for the most part, the achievement system kind of, at least at the beginning, mostly goes along with what you'd normally do in the game, although there's some aspects that are definitely different. For example, you need to make like a wooden sword and a wooden hoe at the beginning, and whoever makes tools out of wood, other than your initial wooden pick that you use in order to gather some more stone, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Like a normal speed challenge start. Oops. Let's go ahead and start using the stone pick. But yes, I will craft those achievements so that I can unlock those portions of the achievement tree. At least I don't think. If I make a stone sword, will it unlock the... Is it time to strike? Is that the name of the achievement? I'm actually not entirely sure. Let's find out. Oh, I do get time to strike. All right, well, that's fantastic. Let's go ahead then and make my other stone tools. And, oh, right, and it's going to include, I'm not done yet because I actually need to make a hoe. And so will I get time to farm? Yes, okay, great. So you don't have to make stone tools. They must have changed that at some point, because I think at some point in the past you actually needed to make the wooden tools. So I'm going to gather up a little bit more stone, because I'm going to want to make some furnaces as well. In fact, making a furnace will be an achievement in and of itself. Hot topic.
3 minutes.
Great. All right, let's chop down some more trees. I need to save some cows, because I need to try to breed 2 cows a little bit later. Oh, and before I do anything else... we are going to need some seeds to grow some wheat. And so let's go ahead and start knocking down some grass, try to get some seeds. And then find a water source we can go ahead and plant these seeds. And let's do that kind of first thing. Is there any... Oh, we're in a desert, so finding water might be non-trivial. All right, we will come back to that in a moment. Let's go ahead and kill a cow and hopefully get some leather so that we get that achievement. Great. And actually, if I get a fair bit of leather and I also find some, what do you call that stuff that I want to find? Oh, hey, look what I found. I found water. And so let's go ahead and plant a little farm right here with whatever seeds we've got, and we can go ahead and get some bread, or some wheat starting to grow. We can use the wheat both for, I'll go ahead and set that down, both for baking bread is an achievement, as well as if you breed 2 cows, there's an achievement for that as well, and so we'll get that started. If I have enough wood, if I find some sugar cane, I can use the wood and the leather and turn that sugar cane into paper and make some books and make a bookshelf, which is another one of the more advanced achievements. Killing the cows will also be useful because that'll give me a chance to cook up some food, which I'm going to need to stay alive because I'm already starting to starve to death here. And I don't have any coal yet, so for now we'll just do that, and I'll chop down some more trees for some extra wood. But let's see, what are the other things that I need to do now? At night, we want to kill as many skeletons as possible, because skeletons... Sorry if you're hearing a truck in the background. I'm not sure if that's going to be picked up by the microphone or not. Somewhere outside. Skeletons will drop bones, and bones we can use to accelerate the plant growth, because that wheat that's going to grow, I don't think it's going to grow in time in the 30 minutes unless we use some bones. So that'll be important. And we can also kill spiders, which will allow us to make a fishing pole so that we can fish. I'm going to need some iron to acquire hardware, and so... since we do have a desert, here's what I want to do. I want to quickly take a look around the overworld, because if there is a desert, there could be a village or a pyramid which might have diamonds or iron in it that would kind of accelerate things and also help us get some achievements. And so let's take a quick look around what the random terrain generator roll of the dice has dealt us over here.
6 minutes.
I see some more cows, and so I'm going to kill some really quick just to make sure. Let's see. I need, if I want to make bookshelves, I guess I only need 3 pieces of leather for 3 books to make a bookshelf. And so I guess I actually don't need all that much leather, and so I don't need to kill cows. Yeah, I've already got 10 leather. Okay, that's going to be plenty. So let's just, let's look and see if we see any iron. It would be great if the rest of this would render. One moment. All right. I am not seeing any iron down here, but this seems like a good place to have a quick look. Especially if I make a little hole in the ceiling to let some light in. Alright, I still don't see any iron down here. Perhaps we're too high. I'm not sure what our current elevation above sea level is. But let's take a quick run around this desert. See if we see any structures that would help us out. And then we'll head back over to where we're growing our bread and things and possibly dig downstairs if that's what we need to do in order to get our iron. I'm not sure that diamonds are necessarily going to be in the cards, because diamonds are pretty dodgy to get in the first half hour, unless you're somewhat lucky. And yeah, I don't know that we're necessarily going to find any structures up here either. It would be super fortunate if we did. And this is a nice big desert, and so there's lots of potential opportunity. It's a little bit a shame that it's kind of desert hills over there. There is a lava pool over here that, let's remember, if we wanted to try to go to the Nether, but the Nether achievement doesn't get unlocked until you get diamonds. There's another lava pool over here, so until you have diamonds, going to the Nether doesn't help to unlock the whole kind of Nether achievement tree. And so we would have to find some diamonds, and so maybe I should try to dig downstairs or find a cave system to head downstairs quickly. Let's see, we're about 7 minutes in. I've got 3 minutes. Oh, hey, here's a village. How did I not see this before? Did I just like circle almost right past around it? Oh, hey, here's our, I didn't even think about this. We don't have to grow bread. Now I've got bread. Hey, boom noodle. That is super awesome. I might be able to, can I trade with the villagers for any of these achievements? I didn't even think about this as a possible way to obtain any of these resources. Honestly, did not occur to me at all. Is there a blacksmith here? And I'm just trying to think through, if I trade with any of the villagers, is there anything good I can get from trading? I like to pick up the free torches. I can't think of anything, and I don't think there's any achievements related to farming that way. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave the villagers behind and hopefully not get lost. I think where I planted... I guess I don't need to plant the wheat because... Yeah, I had a furnace over there going as well where I was cooking up some more meat. Yeah, let's go back there because I'm going to need some food to stay alive. I think it was just in the mountain over here. But yeah, that's great. And so, oh, and I probably could have even harvested the bookcases of the books from inside one of the village houses. Didn't think of that either. Running into a village is an opportunity that just didn't occur to me. Let's run back over here. And let's see. All right, I've already got enough wheat that I can go ahead and bake bread to get that particular achievement. Let's go ahead and be ready to eat that too. And in fact, I've got enough bread that I can make a few more pieces of it just to have more to eat. But then I can use these to breed the cows. And that will be extra food to hold on to. And I will leave that cooking. Okay, let's go breed some cows. Did I kill all but one of the cows over here? If so, that would be foolish. I know there were more cows over the hillside over here that we can breed and get an achievement that way. And then, as it turns nighttime, I guess actually the desert will be a good place where I can go and fight skeletons and spiders. That's right, you guys make a baby. Okay, repopulation, we got that achievement, great. And now I have enough leather that I could make some armor as well. So I'll probably plop down a crafting table. Is there anything with pumpkins? No, if I get enough iron, I might be able to make a cake if I find some chickens for some eggs. Eggs take a while, though. So I think what I will do is just kind of sit out here, let's see, with 14 leather. I can make myself, I think, a chest plate and a helmet or boots. And since it doesn't matter, I'll go ahead and make a helmet, and then I can make iron boots later and save a little bit on iron, potentially. Let's leave myself a little bit of sunlight. But yes, there is a zombie already. I've got plenty of food to stay alive. I didn't get any iron yet, and so it wouldn't hurt to dig for iron. Smelting glass, if I do happen to get to the Nether and manage to kill a blaze, yeah, that seems extremely unlikely, but I could try to like smelt some iron into glass. All right. And I guess let's go check out and see if there are bookcases already in one of these villager houses, because if there are, we could just steal them. And I need to kill some spiders to get some string, so let's do that too. I'm a monster hunter. I forgot about that achievement. And so, go Brian, go Brian. And let's see, is this the librarian's house that has the back porch? I don't think it is. Hey guys. Yeah, you guys stay in there. Stay safe. Actually, you guys please attract all the zombies so they come after you rather than me. That would be super cool. Are any one of these buildings... The building with the bookshelf, the librarian's house. It looks like we got lots of these kind of big manor houses. I don't see the librarian's house. Alright, and I hear another spider, I think. Well, there's a couple more spiders. And actually, carrots are decent to eat. I've already got 5 string. Yeah, that's all the string I'm going to need. Why don't I get out of here? And go back to the desert where it'll be easier to see everybody out in the open and try to fight some skeletons. No, I don't need the skeletons for the bones anymore. I can just head downstairs. I was so surprised by not having to grow any of the wheat that it's totally like thrown off my whole progression. All right, yeah, let's go grab my furnace and the rest of my food, and let's try to head downstairs, and maybe we can find some diamonds and get to the Nether. Is there anything else upstairs that I need to do? Fishing. Fishing, I could do... I guess I can do fishing downstairs as well. And downstairs that might be a little bit safer. I will not need... Oh boy. Alright, let's see. Were there any caves anywhere? Or anywhere that I kind of like duck down to avoid all these guys? I guess I could just dig down. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll just try to dig down. Let's take a quick peek over here and see if we see a cave system entrance. And if not, I will just dig down. And we will head downstairs and see what we can find. All right, we're just going to dig. And I conveniently already have the torches. Let's get better blocks in the bar. Already have the torches from the village. And let me go ahead and put one on the wall instead so that we'll be able to see. But we are going to dig downwards. Let's see, back up on the surface. I'm trying to, as I dig, look down at my notes about achievements and see if there's any other achievements that I forgot to get. We need to craft a fishing rod and try to catch a fish and cook it for delicious fish. Right, could still try to craft the books and the bookcases, because... Oh no, I used up all the leather. Right, crap. So I'd need to kill more cows if I wanted to craft the bookcases. Do I have enough? I never got reeds, though, so I wouldn't be able to get the bookcases from that. So let's continue heading downwards. Let's see. Diamonds are needed to unlock all of that. We got those. Yeah, we're actually in pretty decent shape. So let's just hope that we find a cave system down here where we might find some diamonds. And get lucky that way. So far it's been extremely quiet. I'd kind of prefer to have a cave. Both to make things more exciting for the video, as well as potentially to be able to head downward a little bit more quickly. I don't even have... Do I have any extra iron? I don't have any iron. Have I gotten any iron? I'm going to need some for flint and steel, in all likelihood. If I do manage to get some
15
diamonds
minutes.
to try to go to the Nether. But with 15 more minutes, that seems like enough time that I think I'd be able to find diamonds. Wow, finding the village and finding the already ready-to-go wheat was super valuable. It didn't occur to me how much that was going to accelerate this challenge. And if I were smart, when I started at the top, I would have counted how many blocks I've been digging down so that I'd know how deep I am. I was not smart and did not think to do that. I'm going to need to be a little bit more careful with my torches here too. In fact, let's go ahead, let's place a torch down here, and let's pick this torch back up before I continue on down. So I don't know what my Y coordinate is, and in general, oh, now I know what it is. In general speed challenges, the rule is, oh, fortunately I still have wood. The rule is no using F3 for coordinates. And so we will not use F3 for coordinates, but now I know that I'm down at level like 4 or 5, since I can see the bedrock. And so let's go back up a few levels. Here's some coal, which is fantastic, because I need some of that. Both for torches, as well as to smelt some iron shortly. Gold is not going to help us. Yeah, at this point, basically, I need diamonds, and so a cave system would be super awesome, because that is where we will be most likely to find them quickly. And is there anything else I need to cook? I don't think so. And I've already lost track of my level that I'm currently on. Let's do this real quick. Let's make a few more torches. Be sure we hold on to a little bit of coal for smelting later. Great, but now I've got plenty of torches. 4, 5, 6, yeah, somewhere around this level should be a good place to try to find lava pools and cave systems and whatnot. And so we'll keep our ears open for any sounds. I hear lava. I hear water. I think I'm getting closer to the water anyway. The lava, I think, might have been behind me and to the left. And the water is actually probably above me somewhere here. But if it's flowing, it must be related to some cave system, and a cave system would help me find some iron, even if it's a little bit higher. And so we'll kind of cycle our way upwards. Ah, speaking of iron, I found the iron. And so let's go ahead, let's get a, still have my crafting table right here. Let's get a furnace made. Oh no, I have a furnace on my person already, great. Let's get a furnace made and get the iron smelting immediately. For whatever I might want iron for. Such as, okay, I'm gonna need an iron pick. And, alright, and we're definitely close to lava. 18 minutes, great. I'm gonna need an iron pick to mine diamonds, assuming that I manage to find diamonds. If I happen to have more iron armor, I need to save a piece of iron for the flint and steel, assuming we manage to find diamonds, and then we head to the Nether. And then I'm going to need 3 iron for a bucket if I'm going to try to make a Nether portal that way, because that'll be fastest. Oh, I see the lava in the water. Okay, we're at the bottom of a ravine. And so I think... Oh, alright, I think the prudent thing to do is to plug this back up for the moment. While I get this cooking. Yep, alright. Drop that in there. And, right, I'm going to need a crafting table to make some more of these things. And so rather than go back, we'll just make another, because I did get plenty of wood that I was originally thinking I was going to spend on bookshelves. Alright, and so... Acquire hardware, right? That is an achievement in and of itself. I definitely need that. I don't have any gravel yet, and so we need to make sure that we get some gravel so that we can get our flint and steel. I do want to go ahead and make a fishing pole in case I get the opportunity to fish in some little lake around here. And since I happen to have the string left over for a bow, we'll go ahead and make a bow as well, just in case it comes in handy. And then with the extra iron, I will go ahead and make some boots, just because we're about to go out into a ravine. But we're about 20 minutes in. We got 10 minutes where we still could potentially get a number more of achievements. And so let's go ahead and slap on some iron boots and reopen this crazy place carefully because there's lava here too. And actually, I'll kind of dig my own little way up here. Yeah, there we go. Great. All right. Any monsters? All right, if monsters fall on my head, so be it. Sometimes you got to take some risks in a speed challenge. I really want that water source. Great. And, okay, from here, can I get down to somewhere where there might be diamonds? That is just another tiny little lava pool. There is a skeleton, who is not really my friend at this point. Is he going to walk through the lava? Probably not. He's gotten a little too smart. Those mobs and their crazy new AIs where they try to not die. What were they thinking? Ooh, I still don't have that much armor, and I'm also not all healed up on food. So why don't we fix that? Oh boy. Hey, I got a potato! I think there were potatoes at the village as well. And I didn't bother taking them there. I do have 2 arrows now, so my bow and arrow actually will have some value. Creepers or something may fall on my head.
21 minutes.
21 minutes. Need to find diamonds. Does any of this go any deeper? We need to go deeper. Because I think I'm up at level like 20 or something now, because I had to climb up a little ways to get into this ravine. And sadly, I don't see any like caves going out of it in any direction, so we might just need to dig again. I've got an iron pick, so I can dig reasonably quickly. But I think that might be what we need to do. Because I don't immediately see a cave over here either. Is there gravel? There is gravel. I'll find some other gravel. First off, we gotta have our priorities. We need to find diamonds first thing. So, I was originally digging at this level. Yeah, so let's just keep digging at this level. Which I think is level 10 or 11. And see if we can luck into finding some diamonds. Making sure that we have a little light so you can see something on the screen. And then I will once again... Okay, so fishing... If I put out my little water source, I think you can fish in like a little tiny 1-block thing of water even. And so I could try to catch the fish and get the delicious fish. Diamonds! Okay, great. Alright, and so this changes our priorities. Now we need to go to the Nether, and so I really need to find a lava pool. But in order to find a lava pool, I didn't see a lava pool in any of those places, and so I guess I need to keep digging, except for now that we have diamonds. Let's go ahead... I'm not sure if this will speed things up or slow things down, but I will take a moment to craft a diamond pick. That'll be even faster. And we will keep digging with the diamond pick and hope that we find a lava pool, and then with my water bucket I can make a portal to the Nether. Or we could... No, it'll be slower to dig up the obsidian, I'm pretty sure. Alright, but then if we get to the Nether, then there's a few more achievements that if we get lucky and find a fortress, we could kill a blaze. We should be able to deflect a fireball back into a ghast if we have a little bit of luck on that front. And so all we need to do is find a big lava pool. And given what height we're at, you would think that wouldn't be a problem. But it seems pretty quiet. I'm going to be quiet here for a moment and just try to listen for lava. More diamonds. I get an enchanting table except for... Oh, I still have a piece of leather? But I never got the, what he calls, I really never expected to get all these diamonds. Is there anything else I can do with the diamonds that would help me? Yeah, because without sugarcane, and since I didn't find any books at the villagers, I don't have any books, so I can't make the enchanting table. That's too bad. If I come in and out of the Nether... There's a rare possibility that when you come out of the Nether, you'll end up at a different Nether portal, and it'll put you back on the surface of the world. And so it's possible I'll have a teleport to the surface.
24 minutes.
After we come in and out of the Nether, assuming, of course, that we actually make it into the Nether and find a lava pool. And if so, then I would have a quick opportunity to potentially find some sugar canes and make a book. But then I would have to dig up some obsidian before I did that. Yeah, that seems... Oh no, I could dig it out of the Nether portal at the last possible moment. Alright, it's an unlikely possibility, but it's a possibility nonetheless. However, first things first, we really need lava, so I'm going to listen again. Oh, guess what? Found lava. Let's hope it's enough lava. Doesn't look like very much right here. None of it is making any noise. Oh, maybe it will be. Yeah, I think it might be enough. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, there's even more lava here. All right, let's go make ourselves a convenient place for a nether portal right here. And then I have a technique where I like to dig out these blocks and these blocks and leave the water right there. And then while the water is there, we can just place lava here and here and here and here and here. And then we move our water bucket over onto the right-hand side and we place lava here. Did I ever get gravel? Oh dear. And here and here. And then we need some up at the top. And then I have to hope that somehow I have gravel in my inventory, or otherwise lighting this portal. I'm up 25 minutes, running low on time, and then I'll grab the water bucket. I have 0 gravel in my inventory. All right, so we have a couple things we could do. I'm going to, in case it works, I'm going to get a few pieces of wood and stick them around next to the portal and drop, I want to have the water bucket available in case I need it for something that I screw up later. I'm going to place some lava down here. Let's just place it right there, which may catch the wood on fire. And if it catches the wood on fire, that could set the portal on fire and light up the portal. But I know I saw some gravel back in the little ravine that we peeked our head up into. And so if I run back there, was that here? No, that was where we found more diamonds. So I run back there, I should be able to get gravel. Do I still have iron? I still have iron for flint and steel. And then we can light up the nether portal. We can go to the nether and see if we can very quickly possibly get a couple more achievements. Where is
27 minutes.
Lava? Is this not the place? I'm confused. Where was the ravine? I didn't close it back up with smooth stone. Was it right? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. I saw the gravel right up there. Okay. Let's hope that a skeleton does not shoot me into lava when I don't have my water bucket anymore. Oh crap. Where's the skeleton? There he is. I didn't see him. There he is. He's up there. Alright, he fell down. He's going to chase me. I could try to kill him. 27 minutes. Alright, killed the skeleton. Let's hope he's the only one. There might be other gravel, but this is just the first bit that I saw. Oh, no! That was pretty awesome. That gives us a score of 0, but I might end up airing this because that's kind of a fun and unexpected ending to this particular world. Yeah, I can't count up the achievements unless I go and review all the video. Yeah, but that was fun. We'll see if this gets aired. Hope you guys enjoyed it if it does.